A bartender told me last night that the name of the shooter from the White House Correspondents' Dinner, he shot something, right? He shot a gun, I guess, but he didn't shoot anybody. I don't understand how that happened, and I haven't really researched it. I'm a journalist, but I got other things to do. But this bartender told me that the name of that guy was tweeted in 2023, and I haven't researched that either. But he told me that, and I'm not going to say his where he worked because I don't want to get him in trouble with the government if they're looking into conspiracy theorists or something like that. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's true, but a bartender just told. He didn't tell me that unprompted. There was a discussion happening, but he did. I heard that, and I don't even know what that means about a guy's name just being. It was just the name tweeted, and I don't know if that's. I kind of think it's not true. I don't believe the conspiracy theories really, but have fun. I'm not trying to ruin the party here. Not that there should be a party about any of this, okay? I mean, there's whatever. And at least we found out from 60 Minutes, Trump said himself, he's not a pedophile. He said it. So if he said it, what else can you believe but his word there? And he said it so convincingly with a weird voice, like a weird voice of a very innocent person. I can't I wouldn't do an impression of him anyway, because he's like somebody you could, even if you can't do impressions, you can try to do an impression of him. But I don't want to try to sound like that guy. So, but you've seen the clip. I mean, if you haven't, go see it. It might be AI. Is that 60 Minutes interview AI? And I got tricked. Does that? I'm usually good at spotting. Not always. He did look misshapen in that chair. It might have. You know what? Maybe I'm reporting on an AI video and I'm an idiot. So maybe Trump didn't deny being a pedophile and a rapist. He said, I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody. But that was there was a court case. It was civil court that was he was. They'd say he's an adjudicated rapist. So a jury found him to be a rapist, I think, right? But he said he's not, and not a pet, or he didn't say that at all. He might not have said it at all. It might have been an AI video that I fell for of him on 60 Minutes, because who would say I'm not a pedophile in that weird voice that he said it in that makes you sound like you are a pedophile? That would be in that he wouldn't do that, right? Okay, I'm going to read the headlines and see what's. This is that was all commentary, and this is the news on Reddit News. Oh, but first, I think I'm going to move this podcast to Substack. It's on SoundCloud now, so there might be some kind of thing where you need to resubscribe. But I guess I'll have to throw an announcement on SoundCloud about it, and then you'll see, and hopefully you'll go over there. Or it's a good time for you to stop. I mean, don't stop listening. But if you don't, if you're like, no, I'm not going to resubscribe. That's too much for me. All right, maybe another time. But something might happen in the next day that would cause a disruption in this podcast, in the you subscribing to this other thing. But I'll keep doing it every day. So now I'm going to read the headlines from Reddit r/news. All right. Elon Musk and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman head to court in high-stakes showdown over AI. Everything's about AI. I don't know what this showdown is about. Apparently it's high stakes. I say let AI decide it. And find out if that 60 Minutes interview was real. It's got to be fake, that thing. But I got to imagine a court case between Sam Altman and Elon Musk would have a jury saying, can we pick neither? Can we put them both in jail? Is that possible? I know it's like a civil trial and it's got nothing to do with someone going to jail, but can we just put them in jail? Because they're contributing to the destruction of humanity. And no, you can't. and they're not really. I don't want to be. I'm not. It's not inflammatory rhetoric. That was satire. I don't. It's a very sensitive time right now. There was a guy was tackled in a lobby of a hotel, and nobody was hurt. But it's a sensitive time. Congo creates a paramilitary mining guard backed by U.S. and UAE funding. Well, that's obviously going to go well. And really, that's what we need to do, be funding paramilitary guards with, of course, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Okay, I took a second to remember exactly what it stood for. But I remembered. Okay, I'm a good journalist. I don't have a teleprompter in front of me telling me everything. So sometimes I got to think for a second. But yeah, this sounds like a great idea. Let's do more of that because it's going to go great, and it does. I mean, Congo creates paramilitary mining guard backed by U.S. and UAE funding. Now that sounds like a new sitcom from CBS, a Skydance company. See it the next day on Paramount Plus. Carney announces creation of Canada's first sovereign wealth fund. CBC News. Of course, it's CBC News. Who else is reporting on Canadian news? I don't know what a sovereign wealth fund is. I'm going to be honest with everybody here. All right. It sounds like a great thing. I think. I don't know, but go ahead, Canada. Please have your sovereign wealth fund, and good for you. And I wouldn't mind some citizenship if that could be arranged. I'll report for the CBC. I'll do all Canadian news. You let me into Vancouver, I'd have to live in Vancouver. I need to be on the West Coast. It's still cold there even, I think, though, but it's the best. I love Toronto. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love the whole country. I don't want to act like I'm being an elitist. I am an elitist, but I don't want to sound like one. Judge orders Trump DOJ to justify why president's $10 billion IRS lawsuit should proceed. Well, it shouldn't. I mean, you know that, Judge. Say it shouldn't. You should stop it. Or get creative at least. Like, if you're going to sue for $10 billion and you're 80 years old, you got to spend that money. Like, you can't pass that money along. It's like it's a movie, Richard Pryor movie, Brewster's Millions. He had to spend all the money in a certain amount of time or he lost it all. It's like, you got to spend that $10 billion before you die, or it goes back. You got to pay it back. Or, okay, give him the $10 billion, and when, from natural causes, Trump passes on to the next level of existence, next plane, I meant to say, whatever. You know what I mean? As all mortals do, as each and every one of us must eventually leave this world. He will. That's all. No inflammatory rhetoric. But when that happens, that $10 billion from the estate comes back to the government, gets distributed amongst everybody. We all get a check, and it has to be spent on something fun. Can't be spent on bills. You got to go buy yourself some sneakers or whatever, like a video game. I don't know what it would hash out to how much we'd get each, but everybody gets a little check, and so take your $10 billion now, but we'll get it later, whenever that is. Hopefully a long time from now. 2 Florida teens arrested after riding lawnmower through Target. Well, that's just fun. Everybody complains about kids being on their phones or on their iPads all the time. They're up to mischief. It is annoying. I mean, you got to do something. It's an idea that sounds like funny in a movie, like a coming-of-age movie. That's a great scene. Two friends going into a store and then causing havoc on the riding mower. You know, they're chasing down people. There's an old man shaking a cane, a woman like throws her bags or whatever. In reality, though, it's not good. It's annoying, and you're mad at these kids, and they're bothering regular people. But you get a headline, and I'm looking at these kids' mugshots. They're like famous to me for a moment. It's kind of a feel good story, though. If they didn't hurt anybody, which I guess they didn't, that would be in the headline, wouldn't it? Uh, I don't want to. I don't feel like reading that. I have like a good story there. I should probably go out on that. But let me see if there's another good one. I mean, I'm getting greedy to have two feel good stories. No, I don't think that's going to happen.